Have you ever dreamed of exploring Japan's stunning landscapes, ancient temples, and bustling cities? While it's an incredible destination, respecting the country's unique customs and traditions is key to making the most of your trip. Did you know that something as simple as handling chopsticks incorrectly or talking loudly on public transport can be seen as disrespectful? Join us as we uncover the top 10 behaviors to avoid while traveling in Japan, ensuring your visit is smooth, respectful, and unforgettable. Ignoring public transport etiquette. Public transportation in Japan isn't just a way to get from place to place. It's a reflection of Japanese culture emphasizing order and respect. When you step onto a train, you'll notice an almost reverent silence. Talking on the phone is frowned upon, and loud conversations are a no-go. Travelers often find the tranquility striking, especially in bustling cities like Tokyo. This isn't just politeness, it's an unspoken rule of respect for others' personal space. Another thing to watch out for is seating. Priority seats, marked for the elderly, disabled, pregnant women, or those with small children, are not for general use, even if the train is crowded. And if you're carrying a bag or backpack, keep it close to you to avoid bumping into others, or better yet, place it on the luggage rack. Eating and drinking on public transport is another taboo, particularly on local trains and buses. While it's okay on long-distance Shinkansen rides, keep it tidy and discreet. If you accidentally make a mess, clean it up right away. These small actions reflect a level of mindfulness that locals deeply appreciate. Following these unspoken guidelines not only helps you blend in, but also shows your respect for Japanese culture. Embracing these norms allows you to experience Japan the way locals do, in a way that's both authentic and harmonious. Being careless with chopstick etiquette. Chopsticks aren't just utensils in Japan, they're a cultural symbol, and mishandling them can be offensive. For instance, sticking chopsticks upright into a bowl of rice is a big no. This gesture resembles a funeral ritual and is considered bad luck. Similarly, passing food from chopstick to chopstick is a taboo associated with cremation rituals. Another mistake tourists often make is using chopsticks to point at people or objects. It's not just rude, it's seen as a lack of basic table manners. If you're unsure how to properly rest your chopsticks, look for a chopstick holder or place them neatly across a small plate or on the wrapper they came in. Avoid rubbing disposable chopsticks together to remove splinters. While it might seem harmless, it implies that the host or restaurant provided poor quality utensils, which can be seen as an insult. If you truly need to clean them, do so discreetly. Learning and respecting chopstick etiquette shows that you value Japanese traditions. It's a small effort that goes a long way in earning the respect and admiration of locals, making your dining experience more immersive and enjoyable. Skipping the custom of removing shoes. In Japan, the custom of removing shoes is deeply rooted in history and hygiene. Homes, traditional ryokans, temples, and even some restaurants require visitors to take off their shoes before entering. Failing to do so is seen as a major faux pas, as shoes are considered dirty and unfit for indoor spaces. You'll usually find a clear indicator, like a step up from the entryway or a line of neatly arranged slippers. When you see this, it's your cue to switch from your outdoor shoes to indoor slippers. Make sure your socks are clean and presentable, as you'll often be walking in them. Another thing to note is that certain areas, like tatami rooms, require you to go barefoot or wear socks only. Never walk on tatami mats with slippers. It's a sign of disrespect to the delicate flooring. If you're provided with separate bathroom slippers, remember to leave them behind after using the restroom. They're not for wandering around the building. Being mindful of this tradition not only shows respect but also deepens your connection with Japanese customs. It's a simple yet significant way to demonstrate your appreciation for their way of life. Not respecting personal space. Japan's dense population makes personal space a precious commodity, and respecting it is crucial. Unlike some countries where casual touching or close conversations are the norm, in Japan, maintaining a physical and social distance is a sign of politeness. Pushing through crowds or standing too close in line can make others uncomfortable. On public transport, avoid sprawling out or taking up more space than necessary. If you're carrying bags, keep them on your lap or between your feet. In crowded spaces like trains during rush hour, it's important to remain calm and patient, even if the conditions are less than ideal. When greeting someone, a bow is the preferred form of acknowledgement rather than a handshake or hug. The depth of the bow often reflects the level of respect or formality. overly enthusiastic gestures like backslapping or bear hugs might feel intrusive to locals. By being mindful of personal space, you show a deeper understanding of Japanese social norms, creating positive interactions and avoiding unnecessary discomfort for both you and those around you. Disregarding proper queuing etiquette. In Japan, queuing is not just a practice, it's a way of life that reflects orderliness and mutual respect. Whether you're waiting for a train, entering a restaurant, or boarding an elevator, people in Japan naturally form neat, organized lines without needing reminders. Cutting in line, even accidentally, is considered highly disrespectful and may draw disapproving looks. At train stations, you'll notice markings on the platform indicating where to stand while waiting for the train. People line up calmly and wait for passengers to exit before boarding. It's essential to follow this practice as it ensures a smooth flow and shows courtesy to others. Similarly, in crowded spots like tourist attractions or theme parks, respecting the queue is an unspoken rule. Another area where queuing shines is in busy food markets or convenience stores. Locals wait patiently for their turn even during peak hours. While some might find this surprising in fast-paced cities like Tokyo, it's a testament to Japan's culture of discipline and mutual consideration. By embracing proper queuing etiquette, you not only avoid misunderstandings, but also experience the quiet harmony that makes Japan so unique. It's a small gesture that reflects your respect for the culture and the people around you. Eating while walking in public. Walking around Japan's vibrant streets may tempt you to grab some delicious street food and keep exploring, but eating while walking is generally frowned upon. In Japan, meals are meant to be enjoyed in a focused, respectful manner, rather than as an on-the-go activity. This cultural nuance often surprises tourists, especially in areas known for their culinary delights. When you purchase food from a stall or convenience store, look for a designated area nearby to eat. Many places provide standing tables or benches, allowing you to enjoy your food without causing inconvenience to others. Walking with food or drinks can be seen as careless, especially if there's a risk of spilling or littering. Public cleanliness is a big part of why Japan is known for its pristine streets. Eating on the move can lead to accidental messes, which conflicts with the high standards of cleanliness locals take pride in. Even in bustling areas like Harajuku or Dotonbori, where food stalls are plentiful, you'll notice that locals rarely eat while walking. By respecting this cultural norm, you align yourself with Japan's values of mindfulness and respect for public spaces. It also allows you to fully savor the flavors of Japan without distractions. Tipping is a gesture of gratitude. In many countries, tipping is a customary way to show appreciation for good service. But in Japan, tipping is neither expected nor encouraged. In fact, leaving a tip can sometimes cause confusion or even embarrassment for the recipient, as it goes against Japan's cultural emphasis on providing exceptional service as a standard. Instead of tipping, gratitude is expressed through a sincere arigatou gozaimasu, or a polite bow. If you feel the need to show extra appreciation, a small gift or souvenir is more culturally appropriate. For example, presenting a neatly wrapped token from your home country can leave a lasting impression. In rare cases, such as at high-end ryokans or with private guides, monetary gestures might be accepted. Even then, it's customary to place cash in an envelope and present it respectfully, rather than handing it over directly. This attention to detail demonstrates your understanding of Japanese etiquette. Understanding the no-tipping culture in Japan allows you to engage more authentically with locals and shows that you've taken the time to learn about their traditions. It's a small adjustment that can make your experience even more enjoyable. Speaking too loudly in public spaces. Japan is a land of tranquility, even in its busiest cities. Public spaces like trains, restaurants, and parks are kept peaceful out of respect for everyone's comfort. Loud conversations, especially in confined spaces, can be seen as intrusive and disruptive. While this might be normal elsewhere, in Japan it's considered impolite. On public transport, the atmosphere is notably quiet. You'll often see locals immersed in books on their phones, with notifications muted or simply enjoying the silence. Speaking loudly or laughing boisterously can draw unwanted attention and make others uncomfortable. Even in restaurants where laughter and chatter are common, the noise level remains relatively subdued. Respect for public silence extends to phone calls. Taking calls on trains or buses is frowned upon, and if you must answer, it's best to step outside or keep your voice as low as possible. In parks and other open spaces, this mindfulness helps maintain a serene atmosphere. By adjusting your volume and being mindful of your surroundings, you show that you value Japan's culture of consideration. It's a subtle but powerful way to connect with the essence of Japanese society. Misusing bathhouse and onsen etiquette. Traditional Japanese bathhouses and hot springs, or onsens, are havens of relaxation, but they come with strict rules that might be unfamiliar to visitors. One of the most important customs is to thoroughly wash and rinse your body before entering the communal bath. Entering the water without washing is considered unhygienic and disrespectful to others sharing the space. Many bathhouses provide stools, showers, and soap for you to clean yourself before soaking. Make sure you rinse off all soap and shampoo thoroughly to avoid contaminating the bath water. Once in the bath, refrain from splashing or swimming. It's a place for relaxation, not play. Another key rule is the handling of towels. You'll often be given a small towel to use as a washcloth or to dry yourself after bathing. However, this towel should never touch the water. Instead, fold it neatly and place it on your head or set it aside while you soak. Tattoos are another consideration. Some onsens may prohibit entry to individuals with tattoos as they're traditionally associated with organized crime in Japan. If you have tattoos, look for tattoo-friendly onsens or ask in advance to avoid misunderstandings. By respecting these practices, you'll fully enjoy the soothing experience Japanese onsens offer. Being unprepared for recycling and waste sorting. Japan takes waste management very seriously, and the country's recycling system is incredibly detailed. Public trash cans are rare, so you'll often need to carry your waste until you find a suitable disposal point. When you do find bins, they're usually separated into categories like burnable, non-burnable, and recyclables. You'll notice separate bins for plastic, cans, and paper at convenience stores or vending machines. Be sure to sort your waste correctly. Failing to do so is inconvenient for those managing the bins and shows a lack of respect for Japan's eco-conscious practices. If in doubt, ask a local or observe what others are doing. Single-use plastic is prevalent, so consider bringing a reusable water bottle and shopping bag to reduce your waste. Some areas, especially tourist-heavy locations, have initiatives to cut down on single-use items, and participating in these efforts is a great way to show environmental awareness. By embracing Japan's waste sorting system, you not only contribute to the country's sustainability efforts, but also demonstrate a willingness to adapt to local customs. It's a thoughtful way to leave a positive impression during your travels. That wraps up our guide to the top 10 behaviors to avoid while traveling in Japan. From mastering public etiquette to embracing cultural customs, these small changes can transform your trip into an unforgettable journey of respect and discovery. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Explore Edge. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Until next time, keep exploring the world's wonders with us.